All right, welcome everyone. We're Semblance of Sanity. I'm Caleb.
I'm Jacob.
And we're here for
Medalist, Season 2, Episode 9.
All right, season
finale.
Only after 9 episodes, and
Yep.
we get to see her do a quadruple salgo.
Yep.
Like it was nothing.
I can't believe it.
And
yet we're here.
I'm so proud. And it's not. She's fictional. Like,
Right.
right. Ah.
Now, there is a movie apparently that is going to be coming, for the
At some point.
continuation and all that stuff.
Yep.
Okay, cool. I feel like that does make sense given that she is now officially at the point where she can really compete with Hikaru, which, way to go, because she's going to bust out a quad.
Right.
I cannot wait to see the look on their faces.
And it's going to be something that, again, given how the sets can be lined up, you could put a bunch of multipliers and percentage additions like onto that move's point value.
If that's in the
which
second half
itself
of the set,
is like slightly better than a triple axle in terms of points. Or if it was around the same value, basically. I don't remember the exact numbers, but oh my god.
We are
competitive.
And Hikaru was already at the level of like...
Right. Hikaru's not sitting on her laurels.
No, absolutely not.
She's doing like Russian ballet.
Oh, no, yeah, exactly. But like...
She's going to be a monster, a demon when we see her next.
To be competitive with Hikaru means, Nori, you're probably going to the Olympics.
You're going to be a
like,
medalist of a very high variety, a very high order.
Because after all, you are looking to get gold at the Olympics.
I want her to reach the stars, but I also don't want her to get hurt along the way.
Yep.
And we've had some near scares here and there. I'm loving the jump training though. I'm loving the focus here.
Yep.
Tsukasa also evolving as a coach is just such a delight to see. So
yes.
yeah, y'all, without further ado, let's get into this. Yeah. Clean.
この大会で注目されている選手の一人だ。シード選手の話したのを覚えてる？はい。ブロック大会でのアヒルミクさんの点数だよ。
Whoa. Oh my god. That's second place. Hey.
4回転を降りられたら、いのりさんも100点以上出せる。
Trust me. I've lined it up.
Oh my
god. The maths. You scarfed the legend, you. Okay.
No big deal.
Now we need to drill it.
Right. Over and over and over.
Competition ready. No nerves.
次までにジャンプのこと決めておいてくれ。
4回転トーループか。
魚淵先生は体が軽い今の方が来年より挑戦しやすいとおっしゃってましたけど、先生が決めてください。
Oh, that's a lot of trust.
この大会は私の思い出作りの試合じゃない。参謀担当が決めて。
参謀担当。
浩平くんの作戦だったら後悔しないから。待って。
いいぞ。その調子。4回転はいらない。俺たちの武器で勝負しよう。
All right.
了解。
じゃあ、
Good call.
にしようか。
Yep.
久しぶり、司くん。はあ、浩平くん。元気いいな。こちらは鴨川浩平くん。
Okay.
元クラブメイトでいろいろ教えてくれた先輩なんだ。
Oh, former ice dancer as well. Yeah.
浩平くんが元気そうで嬉しいよ。まさか新潟で会えるなんて。現役時代よりスポーティーな体型になったね。食べるものを選択できる経済状態になったから。
That's real. Oh man.
それでこの式は余りが出ちゃったんだ。
もう
Oh,
get along just
perfect.
チビたちを紹介するよ。
Bro!
That is a lot of names.
暗視だらけですごいね。
Yeah.
一人で教えてるの？チビたちは週一だし、あいつが面倒見てくれるから。
The big guy.
あいつ
What in the hell? What?
She's got the chair.
Oh my gosh.
Oh my god. Wow.
What in the supermodel? Ugh. Yes, the dark duck. Oh no, not the musty laundry smell. Oh my god, he's a character and a half. Yeah. That's where he started, though. Damn.
Oh.
Damn.
Was that because of the duck thing, or?
Oh, here we go. Oh, no.
I get it.
I understand. Oh, because he's
Okay.
socially awkward. Ah! I'm just spreading the truth. It's not
Yeah.
a rumor.
Oh my god.
Yes. Oh.
先生と生徒って言ってもいろいろあるんだな。
Oh my god.
コーチの先生とどんな関係なんだ。
Yeah.
Or lack thereof.
上崎ひかるちゃんが何？
Oh, did I say something out loud? Oh, oops.
上崎ひかるちゃんに憧れてるの。
Coaches.
Oh no. Shh, 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 shh. Inori, shush.
あのひかるちゃんに
Ah, she missed it. She
Right.
didn't.
Yeah, the plurality of that.
Yeah.
ありがとう。ミクちゃんの目標は
I guess it's assumed that a pro like that would have multiple coaches, you know.
Sure.
全日本ジュニアに推薦出場することかな。メダルじゃなくてそれが目標の子もいるんだ。そうなれば1ヶ月長く続けられるから。スケート。
Whoa.
この大会終わったらスケートやめるの。
Yeah.
今年で閉鎖するんだ。
Oh my god.
Sure. Just thinking about time to say goodbye based on circumstances, environmental and.
Sure.
You can see that she was taught by ice dancers, yeah.
Mm-hmm.
いのりちゃんは4回転サルコーを入れるんだね。
こんな短期間でジャンプの成功率を検証したことがない。
Sure.
どこまでできれば飛んでいいと言えるか。
3回連続で降りられるかをテスト。
3 times in a row seems
Okay. All right, I like it.
pretty impressive, though.
1回目のジャンプ。
あは
ここ。その次はここ。3回を一度も止まらずに成功できたらできると判断する。
Gah.
That sounds very tough.
4回転3連続はさすがに難しすぎる。
俺ならラストの1回だけで判断する。
Oh.
1回目2回目3回目ができる
I see the logic in that,
Yeah.
too.
能力があると判断する。でも表情に正解はない。
No. This
ス
is
ー君が何を信じるかで決めれば。
this is a big stretch either way.
And that's where all the trust comes in.
ありえない。
and
練習でできないのを本番ではできると分かる。
here's their difference in coaching.
Sure, yeah.
無謀だ。
Juna's like, I mean,
There is a logic to it. Doesn't necessarily mean it's the best logic.
oh,
先生もよそはよそ、うちはうち。
Right, we can't know the details of how they do things.
構成には入れない。
God, these faces are something
He's a
else.
performer.
野口先生の提案も勝っ
今関係あるその話。
僕がいない間に
イクが俺に決めてくれって言ったの。
Because she doesn't want you to do it.
アイスダンスの元選手として完成度の高さで勝ちたいんだよ。
Yeah, you get those high execution points. Yeah.
Yep.
トリプルルッツを飛んでくる選手ばかり。いかに減点を回避するかが勝敗の鍵になる。俺らは飛んだことがないから4回転のリスクを知らないぞ。
Also a great point.
僕は世界一になるために何が必
Oh.
You are
That's
venturing into
Tsukasa's
unknown territory.
imposter syndrome coming in again.
Mm-hmm.
ありがとう2人とも。
Oh my god.
知りたいことが知れた。
Yeah. But anymore, and you actually might be held back a little bit.
俺のコーチとしての課題なんだ
No, this is
All right.
good.
残りのスケート費用
Because if you don't let your student exceed your own capacities, yeah.
メダリストになって俺が選手であり続ける理由を作ります変わらないな司君はまた戦えるね
All right.
Oh, hell yeah.
東京ブロックの大会も終わり24日開催の近畿大会で中でも注目はライリー・フォックスがコーチを務める東京スターフォックスの
That
Dang.
design.
Yeah.
クラブを立ち上げるという夢を叶えてから今年で4年強豪クラブを抑え
I half expected her to go, umai, you know, or something like that.
もうみんな来て自主練始めてるよ
Oh my god.
いっぱい頑張って全員優勝しようね
Such positive
I'll
energy,
take 'em.
so relaxed. And then I think she's going to be this terrifying Olympic gold medalist. Oh. Oh.
消えようか
ちっちゃ
じっちゃじゃねえよ
Ah.
ライリーの番組
どうして起こしてくれね
じっちゃって寝言言ってた夢でも見てたか
えの足腰悪くなったじっちゃが元気に立ってリンク作ってくれた
Is that like a polar opposite of reality?
わじっちゃも見に来てくれるすけ嬉しいな
Oh. She's back.
Everyone's bringing their A game.
The detail. No wonder they're prepping for a movie then.
Mm-hmm. Gorgeous.
Did you make it to the top of the block
ありが
there?
とう
ルッツの方は過去最高の出来やったで
Okay. A good finisher.
Mm-hmm.
ヤマトエマさんの得点 80.0
That's competitive,
は第7位です
but not the top.
Yeah. That is a good score.
何ということ意味わからんくらい悔しいわけだ1回トリプルルッツも降りて80点出して7位
Yeah.
Competition's just that good this year.
うちのこと励まさんでええから
Oh. She read his mind.
Mm-hmm.
西日本大会のこと思い出してて何回やっても諦めへんで、
Yeah.
やっと掴んだあの金メダル心配せんでええ
We made it this far. I'll
うちの
keep
得意
going.
な頑張り直し先生もまた付き合ってな
シニアになったら余裕すぎて退屈するかもしれへんな
余裕のよっちゃんや
続いて第1位加本すずさん
Wow.
う
Mm-hmm.
ちをこの世界に連れてきてくれた
Wow.
すずね同じノービスになったら
And you're that far
もっと
behind.
近づける思うたけど
近畿ブロック大会から1週間鈴たちの構成の最終決定をした方がいいかと思います
他の選手の公式練習を見てからやそして何よりあいつ次第やな
Mm-hmm.
Oh.
Watching June's old performances.
内緒で居残りなんて悪い子だね。お姫様の帰りが遅いと新一郎が心配するよ。魔法使いさんだったか。
What were those moves he did so rapidly?
女の子のふりをした野獣だね。
ごめんなさい勝手に見て
君のために作った振り付けの方がもっとクールだと思うけどな。
コーチが見た世界を知らないままでいるのが嫌なんです
Wow.
与えられたもの以外も全部私のものにしたいから
All right. That's one. They're like, hey, whoa, whoa, whoa.
Yeah.
They're like,
Hang on.
that wasn't a triple.
Did I see that right?
一つ先に言っておくね
Yeah. How did the
名古屋で
conversation
4回
go?
転の練習を始めたらのりさんは注目の的になると思う
Yes.
大人たちの態度が急に変わっても気にしすぎないでね
Mm-hmm.
俺も気にしないから
I like that he prepped her for that.
Mm-hmm.
わざとです
Ah.
合ってて4回転選 選びました。だってその注目
Oh
をされる
shit!
人が世界一のメダリストになれると思うから。
Oh!
氷の上に絶対
That's right!
あるよ、絶対は。
And guess what? Her quadruple is one of them.
証明してやる。
噂では新たなジャンプに取り組んでいると。
4回転サルコーでも飛ぶんだろ。
なぜわかったのか。
He's heard.
ヒカルに勝つ手札はそれくらいだから。
Ah.
Dang.
Oh shit.
But it is a card then.
Yeah, yeah. Uh-huh.
分からせてあげるよ。絶対があるというこ
Wait.
What was that like?
I don't think
Like
that
diving.
was a quad. But the ultimate like crazy one-up would be if Hikaru also pulled out a quad.
I have to go and look at it again.
Mm-hmm. I don't
think it was a quad.
I don't think so.
Okay.
Oh, okay.
End credit scene.
はい、靴。
Dang.
Mm-hmm.
Huh. Hello again.
Good to see you here.
Oh! But you know he's got that like
Yep, that determined look. Yep.
待ってたよ。
Oh.
Ah.
All right. All right.
Yep. All right.
Okay.
This is a very silly episode for that
Yes.
first half there. That was
Right.
wild getting to meet these two coaches.
Oh man.
And one of them was our dazzling just television model guy
star
who also was a figure skater, ice dancer kind of guy
in Tsukasa's class.
in Tsukasa's class club way back in the day.
Cool.
So that's kind of fun, but also having just an example of the way in which coaches can end up being in positions where their students exceed their ability.
Right.
And thus, there's a lot of role switching that can happen with regards to deciding how they're going to take things. Because the coaches are there ultimately to support their
Exactly.
students.
And when it's something where you're actually lifting them up above where you were able to get to, a lot of questions start to come into play.
Right,
you know?
because, when you start really going past them, then it's wait, so do we rush this?
Yep.
Because it might get us some really high point swings if we do succeed in it this year, or do we basically go, okay, cool, next year we're going to take it. This year we're going to keep it simple, assess the competition.
What does it even mean to rush something because you haven't done it, and so you don't actually know what it takes to do it in the first place, right? Like, you just have to basically pay very close attention to your athlete and hope for the best.
Yeah, and basically set them up to succeed. Because ultimately, Karu is the golden child. We don't really have to have struggle with regards to whether or not she'll land something.
Right.
We just know that the coaches surrounding her are going to give her the optimal path.
Right.
And then she will perform that. But the idea that Inori has to not just land it once at nationals, but also kind of prove by landing it many, many, many times before nationals
that it's a good idea to
that
put it
she
in a routine.
can land it.
Right, because
Well,
because there's that extra little bit of added pressure of like, okay, everything that happened before, sure, but it's all about what happens right now in these next 3 minutes.
Yeah. I like the idea of coaches having different thought processes regarding what it means to practice and get beyond the threshold of it being just a practice jump to then actually being tournament ready. Which the idea of doing things multiple times in a row, one, is physically exhausting because we know that the material that they end up doing has them already tired by the time they get to these giga jumps because they do them at the end for those max multipliers of points and stuff, which they're definitely going to do so that they can be competitive with Hikaru.
Right.
So thus, if they do it, it might be as well like you did 3 quadruple Salcos in a row by the time you get to that one anyway. Whereas the other guy's like, well, as long as you're attempting it, if you biff it, it's fine because the third one is the one where the energy you will kind of count for all that exhaustion anyway. So that's fine. But I do like it because regardless of which path you do, that's you getting ready for it to be tournament ready rather than ironing out all the details and the execution side of things of your
Right.
jumps that you already know.
And I love that the fact that Inori is getting ready to do a quad salco is something that very quickly gets around, right? Because,
Yeah.
some kids doing a quad, absolutely we're going to talk about this.
Right.
And the idea that June could tell that that's what they were going to do beforehand, because he's like, yeah, that's point-wise, that's the only option that they would have if they actually were going to compete.
Yeah, based on my assessment of her, if she wanted to level up really quickly, she would just turn her triple into a quad and just lock it in.
Right.
And he's basically saying, yeah, that's great. That will make you competitive.
Right.
That will make you competitive with who she was, 6 months ago or a year ago.
Sure. Yeah.
Like great. I love that for
all right,
you.
you're
Like,
doing good.
I'm going to remind you that there are absolutes.
Right.
And you're going to see them. You're going to believe them.
Uh-huh.
It's going to be the right. Here's her doing what looks to be a triple axel at the end of the episode. And it's casual. It's just like that.
Right.
So
maybe it's just there's going to be fantastic grade of execution and,
Right. It could be just a thing of where it's like, hey, this routine is beautiful. It's immaculate. It's perfect. It utilizes all the things that she's consistently achieved in tournaments and competitions. And then there's that slight bit of difficulty added in to challenge her. But yeah, she just ultimately has perfect execution grades because she was doing the Russian ballet. So her skating is not just going to look technically impressive. It's going to look even more beautiful and like performative and like demonstrative.
If I were to guess a way in which Inori theoretically could beat Hikaru and have it not completely take away from Hikaru's position in the story would be that it's the yes, fantastic. You managed to do the quad because you are prepping to basically beat her at nationals, whereas what we're prepping for is to take gold at the Olympics. So
maybe,
she's actually prepping to do quads in all 4 types of jumps, or something like that, right?
I could see that. I think that in a lot of ways, it doesn't really matter whether she wins nationals or not. I don't think Inori needs to win nationals in order to be very excited or happy about what she's getting here. I think in a lot of ways it would be very good for her to not even get second. I think it'd be really awesome for her to take that kind of very high position because she started so recently. And it's the we've got a few more years of like growth that you're probably going to lock in before there's even any like serious talk about.
If she makes the podium, fantastic.
If she makes the podium, fucking amazing.
Yeah.
But yeah, I think that Hikaru will like be ahead of her by at most 5 points. I think that Hikaru is going to basically be like, we've calculated your max potential. It's this number right here. Congratulations, you've made triple digits. You know what Hikaru can do when she decides to put herself
when she's actually
completely to task to beat somebody else rather than just doing what she can do? We'll beat you by, 6 points. And maybe instead of beating by 6 points, they beat it by 4.5. And it's the congratulations. Welcome to the big leagues. Where everything's going to be decided by decimal points. And we can still beat you by whole numbers. So I think that would just be so badass because I think Hikaru's going to be over the moon seeing whatever Inori pulls off.
Oh, absolutely.
Here.
Yes.
And then their friendship will build and grow. And thus then Tsukasa can have more ins with June.
Because there's
kind of crack open his shell a little bit more.
Right. There is a difference that happens where when you're doing something and you're really good at it, and then even if someone isn't as good as you, but they are in the same general stratosphere, right? Where it's the like, okay, cool.
You'll see them at a meet.
Right. Where it's the, okay, talking about who's better, this, that, the other, small differences, you're better at this thing, I'm better at this thing, whatever. But the main point is that we can actually have that joint conversation.
Yes.
It's not the Hikaru being like, I'm waiting for you, right? It's like, you're here. Awesome. Right. The exact details of exactly what here means, we can figure that out.
Yeah.
Right. But you made it.
You made it.
I've been waiting.
Yeah.
That was a fantastic
Let's
line.
go.
Yep.
I'm so excited for this story to get to that point where they're both like in the Olympics representing.
Yes, that's gonna be so cool.
Representing Japan or something like that. That could be awesome. But also this could be one of those things of where it's it's not feasibly possible for two of them to represent Japan with regards to figure skating.
Or the one person does one kind of figure skating performance, the other person does a different kind.
So they don't compete.
Yeah.
That's possible. Yeah. But wow. I thought that we would have a very climactic finale, and we did in terms of character decisions, but we actually spent a lot of time kind of establishing what will be our challengers like list.
Right. Exactly. Getting to see the movie, who they all are, because there's a lot of them.
Yeah, and there's some people that we, have been introduced to thus far where it's like, oh, they're not making it. Like they're not actually getting to go the distance here. Some people that we've seen like 100% improve quite a bit from where they were at before when we were introduced to them. So I'm kind of excited to see if this is going to be one of those arcs where we're going to have a big upset in terms of who's typically at the top versus who's typically like a shoo-in for a win here.
Yeah.
And if Inori's kind of leading that wave here, that would be really fun. But otherwise, Quad Salco seems like something that she can pull off at least twice in a row.
Yep, we didn't see her land that second one, but we cut away, so I'm guessing that went just fine.
I'm guessing so, yeah.
Yeah.
Like, this is very much a cliffhanger episode.
Right, it is teeing us up for the movie.
Yeah.
Which, hey, I mean...
Yeah, I'm a little bummed.
Me too.
Because we're going to have to wait a year or something. I don't know when the movie's coming out.
Yeah, who knows how long, yeah.
I'm guessing it's just something where, based on the amount of work that we needed to make the animation for all these competitions look good, they're like, yeah, let's call it at 9 episodes.
Right, because this is... I imagine the movie
some of that work that we did for those episodes will get kind of put into the movie, and we'll get more time and money and people on it.
Because if a third of the movie is just skating performances,
it probably will be.
Right, like realistically, you could easily get a third of a movie to be, just the actual skaters themselves doing
yeah. Because even if it's just 10 competitors, 3 minutes, that's 30 minutes right there. Like
exactly, right. And even if you do
that's no practice or any kind of preparatory work,
and even if you do some funky things where it's like, hey, we're going to see them moving around, but we're not actually going to see like the skates themselves in contact with the ice.
Cut to the crowd. And all that kind
show
of
them
stuff.
sort of swaying back and forth with the music. Totally, do whatever you got.
Get it. Yeah.
Still a lot of time, that can be spent on
a lot of animation.
Yep.
Yeah. But okay.
We're ready. We're ready to see our girl win. Or, she wins regardless, right?
She wins by being here. This is such a short amount of time for her to turn this around and then to take all of this energy, all of this fire and excitement, and get to just show it to somebody who's really excited to see you display it.
Right.
That's so good. Sometimes when you're playing a sport or something like that and your rival is like excited to see you there, it's kind of so that they can crush you. It's
absolutely.
It's like, good. It wouldn't have been reasonable. Everyone would have made some point of like, of course you beat her. She's not even that good. But then it's when she's actually that good. No. I don't even think this is that. Hikaru just seems like someone who could just really use a friend who doesn't have any of that like icon worship nonsense in her, where it's just we're just two girls just enjoying our passion.
That we're gonna skate and it's gonna be great.
Yeah.
Yep.
Yeah.
I'm here for it.
I'm really here for it. But yeah, otherwise this episode is just the conclusion of the jump training.
Yeah, not too much to talk about. I did really like the bit with, I can't remember her name, I think it was Miku, with the idea of, oh hey, the rink's closing.
Yeah.
Like, I'm going to be quitting skating because it just won't be practical anymore. I will not have a place near me where I can skate. And so I literally dream about my grandpa making a skating rink.
Yeah.
Because that's what it would take for me to be able to
continue.
It's all
up there in Hokkaido and it's all just snowing all the time. It's like,
and
I made one for you so you can practice here all the time. And
that's brutal. And also, the wonderful gift of, one of the contributing factors to being able to get this far is because we had the rink to ourselves. We could just go as long as we wanted.
And it's been brought up quite a bit. And this is one of the beautiful things about anime specifically is that because they're so artistically integrous, there's so much beauty and effort put into the art there, that it actually has a lasting impact on the sport that it covers, because it's usually a celebration of the sport itself. Commentary in this show has been that, well, ice skating is a very expensive sport for the people that run the places that you practice to maintain. And thus their margins are razor thin for people to get in there, and that's because if they don't, then you don't have people excited to do the sport, because it's already so hard to get into it to begin with.
And that's also why we can have our wonderfully serendipitous little relationships of, you know, happenstance where, oh, hey, you meet the legend within your thing, because there aren't a lot of rinks, and even the best of the best still have to practice at the same rinks, because of course
that's where they're gonna end up having
massive
to
rinks,
perform
anyway. Just because you're probably an Olympic shoe-in doesn't mean you get some private ice rink all of a sudden. That'd be insane.
That's insane.
You know?
So all right. I liked Tsukasa this episode. He was doing a really good job. I love the way in which he's absorbing what he can from the other coaches. Nori being kind of in like full protector mode of Tsukasa.
Get in the chair.
She's just like, I see who you really are, Juna.
You're feeding off of, you know, his suffering. You are now public enemy number 1.
She's like, you might have been a pretty boy, but now...
You are my nemesis. I also really like that they showed a coach make the decision, no, we're not going to go for the more difficult thing.
It ties things back to where we were at with our characters a while before.
Exactly.
And how we've now grown from that.
Right.
Despite the fear of wait, I don't actually have the capacity to do what I'm asking her to do.
And while, of course, we as people viewing fiction want to see the character do the ridiculous, crazy thing, the reinforcing that is not something you just do. We're telling the story because Inori is the person who will end up being able to do it. But as a real person going through a thing, you got to make the call sometimes to just be like, nope, we're going to not bite off more than we can chew.
Although my prediction is that she does not win nationals. That's my prediction. I don't think she wins nationals. I think the story can absolutely be fantastic regardless of whether she wins nationals, and thus I think it would be more interesting for her to not win nationals.
I think she is definitely placing on the podium. I think there's a very high likelihood she's getting at least second.
At least second?
Yeah.
You don't think she'll get third? You think there's zero chance?
No, I think there's a chance that she'll get third. I don't think there's any chance she'll get less than third.
Wow.
I think there is a definite possibility that she gets first. The asterisk for that is that I think there are some things that would make it more reasonable to be expected, and that's if something bad happens with Hikaru, right? You know, she has some weird fluke thing happens. I don't want that to happen. I don't want that to happen.
That's just not satisfying.
Yeah, exactly, right? So I think the most likely is that she's going to get second, but I think there is a possibility that she gets first. And I feel like they've got some good reasons for it, right? She's doing a quad, something that realistically I don't think any of the other people here are going to be doing. Unless Hikaru pulls out some crazy.
I think everyone doing a triple Lutz is a factor of that for sure. I think that what's likely is that when people see her getting the quadruple Salco, it is going to cause waves of people being like, wait, hold on. If she actually has that, we can't place in the top 3. And I think it's going to cause some ripples of people maybe not changing choreography.
But there's going to be kind of an arms race.
Maybe a little bit of an arms race, yeah.
Yeah,
and
I can see that.
What I think is more likely, weirdly enough, is the pressure actually starts getting to Inori. Now, obviously, that's something she's saying, I'm ready for it.
Yeah, but
I think she's
in
not
theory
ready.
Versus in practice.
Right. I don't think she's ready to realize how much pressure that's going to
be. Oh, yeah. What happens if one coach ends up pushing their athlete more than they should? They get injured, and then a mom's pissed at Inori or something.
Or no, not that. Just that. No. Let's go even just a step shorter. She just watches them wipe out badly on the quadruple Salco.
Sure.
Or something like that.
Right. They have the same kind of injury as her sister or something.
Right. And their career's over.
Yeah, right.
Like, that might be enough for her to just see it happen on the
And be
ice
like,
and
nope,
go,
nope.
Sensei, I'm nervous. Like,
where are the earthworms? You know,
yeah, exactly. Right. Like, that's the kind of thing where I give Inori more of a chance of getting third than I do of her getting first.
Okay.
But I think it's like,
I think for me it's like second, first, third.
Yeah, for me it's second, third, first.
Okay.
Yeah.
But we both think second is the most likely. Yeah.
Second is the most likely, but I don't think first is that likely. I think first is like,
yeah.
I even might even say
so,
fourth is more likely than first. Yeah.
I am ashamed that you don't that you doubt our girl. The reason why I think she has a very decent-ish likelihood of getting first is because people weren't expecting the quad. People will not realistically be able to adjust their
Who's not expecting the quad?
The other
general
athletes.
Meta?
Yeah, exactly. The general, what the athletes have been doing is
because they're not trying to beat Hikaru, basically.
Well,
they've just accepted Hikaru's going to win. I see. That's why I don't think it's going to be as inert of a tournament.
No, I don't think it's right. No, you're making great points, but basically, Inori is doing a thing that is surprising people, and the reason it's surprising people is because it is more difficult, but it has that better reward, right?
Well, right.
And so because they won't be able to adjust, it's just shit.
Right.
That's where she could get the surprise upset first.
No, I totally get what you're saying there. But what I'm saying is that Hikaru will win no matter what, based on these types of suppositions you're making about the other players. That means they're not even really in the story. Like, the only way they actually have a competitive edge of even making the platform, basically, is if their other peers that are also doing the same thing just fail. And that's what the coach here is making the point of saying, is that it's better to just not make mistakes.
Right. And so maybe
I think that is a perspective for if you basically are playing for third place. Like, you're playing basically to not lose.
And if I were
and what I would say is more likely going to happen here is that there's going to be some people coming in here who are like, no, we're fired up. We're fired up. This is the reason why we're telling this story. And then there's going to be people that are going to be attempting things that are maybe a little bit outside their bounds, like Inori.
Sure.
And if I make Inori a little bit nervous, and then it's Inori, reminder, just because you have this, it doesn't mean you're going to beat Hikaru. Hikaru could do all these kinds of things. This might be just going on Tsukasa's head. He doesn't tell Inori this.
Right. Doesn't want to stress her out.
Right. But
if I were to then give a guesstimate or a prediction as for why she would end up getting second or third and have it be a satisfying conclusion for the movie, is that something maybe like she sees an injury or something like that happens or whatever, and so it's not whether or not she can do the quad, it's whether or not she puts it in the first half or the second half of her routine.
Well, no, that's not her decision. That's Tsukasa decides.
No, right, but it'd be a thing that they would both talk about and all that stuff.
Well, no, because they're going to put it in the second half, because that's the only way it's actually going to be able to beat Hikaru. Like,
I don't think so. I think because the quad is more than the triple axel.
Again, you're absolutely right, Jacob. But that's just one jump. Hikaru doesn't just do one triple axle.
Yes, she's going to be doing a bunch of triples, and they're all going to be awesome.
Right.
She's
Her whole
routine
doesn't get beaten by her just doing a quadruple salco at one point.
No, right.
She has to put it at the end. She has to put it with all the multipliers. She has to put it with the high execution thing.
Okay, but if there were to be a reason for it to be a, don't win, but it's also a win character-wise or something.
Oh yeah,
is the acknowledging the limits and the I figured out how to do this super awesome thing.
Right.
I am not going to push myself beyond what I know I'm actually able to do.
Sure.
And so that's where it's
right. I'm totally with you. Again, we've looked at the point things there. I'm vaguely kind of thinking in my head how people are getting 80 points and some people are getting 100 points.
Yeah, there's one of these things is not like the others.
I know, but that difference comes primarily from just the routines being in general a step above, and then adding all the multipliers and stuff on top of
it. Right. That is not just something that happens from making some mistakes here or there.
Yeah.
That it's a fundamentally that routine was not going to beat that other routine.
Nope. Right. And that's what I think June is basically bringing up, is that there are absolutes. You could have a quadruple salco, and I expect you to try that.
Sure.
But even if you land it, that's why he would think about it in terms of absolutes.
Right. It's you can only get a plus 50% onto a jumps. score
Right,
from great
the max
execution.
value you can get of a quad Salco is this amount of points.
And maybe if you have it in the second half, okay, plus 65%.
Well, like either way, it's this is the amount.
Mm-hmm.
Our minimum that we'll get is like 3 points above that. Like you would have to break her ankle in order to win here.
Right.
Like,
with all the heart and everything that you're going to bring into this and some actual chops, good job.
She started as a young child.
Well,
you know.
This is still a numbers game of points.
Mm-hmm.
And so you can look at the system, regardless of how much you believe in the person, and say, this one's better.
Yeah.
But
all right, y'all. Thank you so much for watching this episode's reaction and discussion. We're starting a new show after this.
Yes.
Here. Medalist was only 9 episodes for season 2.
Right.
We'll be sad to see it go, but
We will indeed.
we're picking up new show, Jacob.
yes, The Legend of Vox Machina season 4.
Oh my God, that's right. Yeah, that starts like I just started.
It's basically just started.
Yeah.
So if you're watching this, that means you could also watch the next one of that.
Yeah,
Or
right now.
the first episode of the season 4 thing.
Yeah, so if you want to watch that first episode's reaction right now, go check out the link in the description below for our Patreon. You can get on early access there. You can watch full-length timer reactions there, and all this comes with Discord access, so you can chat with us in the community there about this show, about other shows in general. Also, be sure to check out our Twitch channel, see if any of that interests you. We'll see you there. But until then, we're Semblance of Sanity. I'm Caleb.
I'm Jacob.
And we'll see you all
Next time.